Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Well, Madison, it's starting off to be a little bit humid today, and we got a random downpour yesterday.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It goes from so dry, so hot, and then you get this random downpour. I mean, but it's good. It's good for the area.
Yes, it is good, and we need rain desperately. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly McShane this morning. And Kelly, are we going to see a little bit more of that rain we saw yesterday, and maybe on a more consistent basis?
You know, honestly, not really. However, we are going to see that consistent basis as far as those random pop-up showers and storms go, because that's what we're looking at for the next several days. But overall, we are back into that dry and hot stretch. Temperatures around the region already off to a warm start. Those 60s and even lower 70s into the Big Sandy region. It is a warm start to our Monday. And over into Whitesburg, we're not looking at too much fog this morning. We are still very dry, so it's a little bit difficult for that widespread fog to develop. But overall, a pretty calm morning. And here's a look at that visibility. Overall, just in the valley regions is where we're seeing that fog, and especially towards the Tennessee border. But overall, fog situation not too bad this morning. But if you are traveling along south, give yourself about 5 extra minutes this morning and just take it easy out there. I'll have the details on the possible record high temperatures we may break heading throughout the week here in just a little bit, guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, the city of Prestonsburg in Floyd County was selected to receive a $185,000 grant to study and develop the Lavisa and Russell Fork River as a blue water trail. Officials hope to transform small economic drives like these rivers into a bigger local moneymaker. Mayor Lee Stapleton says one of the most untapped tourism resources we have in the area is this river.
If people are on the water, that's not a dollar directly, but everybody eats, everybody shops, everybody wants something to do once they get off the water.
While these docks will not pop up overnight, there is hope that with some patience, these incentives will help keep the economy of Eastern Kentucky flowing.
For some of you, this may be every day, but yesterday was National Coffee Day. Many people here in Hazard celebrated by heading to a local coffee truck here in town. Vagabond Cafe is owned by a local husband and wife. It has been in business for a little more than 1 year. They make frequent stops around the area to sell their delicious coffee and food.
We both had kind of normal jobs before this and risked it all to kind of do our dream, and yeah, we're just blessed to be able to do that. Grateful for the area. The people in Hazard are the best. Like I said, we've been around the whole state, but we're just like so nice to come home, and it's been really welcoming.
Man, I love Allison and Cruz. Now you can check out where they are going to be next by visiting their Facebook page, Vagabond Cafe.
After one former Walmart employee was only given a few months to live, her last wish was to have a reunion with her former co-workers. Vicki Adams began working at the Whitesburg Walmart in 1984. Working there for almost 10 years, Adams made many friendships along the way. After being diagnosed with cancer that continues to spread through her body, she wanted to get together one last time with the people she considers family.
I was told that it's metastatic uterine cancer, so it will just keep spreading throughout my body. You know, I was just told to enjoy my life. So my last wish was to have a Walmart reunion with my Walmart family.
Adams says she never imagined this many people would show up, but she is so grateful many of them were able to make it.
Saturday, people hit the dance floor for folk and square dancing at Green Hill Therapy in Louisville. The Hoedown on the Hill raises money to support programs for kids with special needs. The event makes sure that kids can participate in the program even if their families can't pay. Organizers set a goal to raise $125,000 for the therapies through the event. The amount raised has not been released at this time.
And one Lexington special needs daycare is trying to connect family members of kids with disabilities to the resources they need. That's why the Kids Club hosted its first Special Needs Expo. With more than 50 exhibits, families could find everything from support groups to different types of therapy programs, all available in the Bluegrass area.
We are thrilled that there are smiles here, that there are connections here, and that we believe differences are going to be made in families' lives because they attended here today.
Organizers say the Kids Club plans to continue hosting the event for years to come.
Morgan Hall was a well-loved teacher at Jones Fork Elementary in Knott County. She died during childbirth back in July. Since then, her aunt launched Morgan's Mission, a fundraiser to provide new math and reading programs for students at Jones Fork Elementary. Programs Morgan worked to get before she died. Morgan Hall's family and the community have raised $7,000 to get the new programs.
Well, Eckerts Farm continued on with their fall festivities despite the summer-like heat. Their Apple Fest this weekend got many families out and about.
Megan James has more on the festival.
Eckerts Farm isn't letting the summer-like feel kill their fall vibe. Their Apple Festival this weekend brought out many families to enjoy the fall festivities despite the heat. In fact, the apples themselves are making it through the hot weather pretty well, too.
The apples actually love this type of weather. It makes them sweeter, and the varieties do come on a little faster than normal because it is hotter, but we have great juicy sweet apples right now.
Despite the harsh weather conditions, the crops are doing just fine. As we transition from September into October, we move from apple season into pumpkin season.
The pumpkins also love it. We've got a great pumpkin crop this fall as well.
The pumpkins are thriving in the hot conditions. Temperature aside, they're driving a lot of the fall spirit for Eckerts Farm.
Everybody starts to think pumpkin as soon as they roll out with all these fun pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin spice donuts, and you know, everybody gets in the mind frame of fall immediately. You know.
While Apple Fest ends at closing time on Sunday, the Pumpkin Fest starts October 1st. In Versailles, I'm Megan James, WKYT.
Now, Eckerts Pumpkin Fest begins tomorrow, October 1st.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News This Morning.
More news is on the way.
Coming up, Sunday was a free day at Kentucky Kingdom for all active duty first responders. We'll have the details straight ahead.
Temperatures stay well above average the next few days, but I am finally tracking a cool down. I'll have those details in my forecast coming up next.